Hey guys, Crystal and Shadow here, back with Medium, and this time it's In the Rough.
So, it was an alright episode.
It was a bit of a conundrum of, we could help free this guy who is innocent of this crime, but the whole reason Scanlon framed him for this crime and put the gun in his car was because he got away with a different crime.
Yeah, but the only problem I have is I wish they didn't devote so much time to the other plot, because I wish they dwelled on the moral dilemma just a little longer. She sits bedded in bed, isn't sure what to do, and then the very next day, we find a body, that's it, the end.
Yeah. Well, I guess because back then we couldn't figure out, we had no way of finding out about the little girl, but now, because we have Allison in her dreams, she could easily find where the little girl was buried, and they managed to convict him.
Well, there's only 2 episodes left, and I'm starting to predict possible ideas for the finale. One of my ideas is she somehow temporarily loses her powers, and there's a big thing happening, and they need her, and they can't get it done. Another thing is she's got to be completely wrong about something, because all these cases are just too easy at this point. All of them are just, I figured it out because I have my powers. It's like, well, yeah, but we need some sort of complication. Something's got to happen in these stories to complicate things, and that's what I'm waiting for.
Well, both of those sound similar to plots that do happen at some point, but can't tell you when.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but that's the thing. I figured maybe something like that could happen in the finale, because I figured, you know what, that's fine. It's been so easy. It's the first season, but now we're getting to the end. Something's got to get complicated. These stories are going to pick up a bit, because otherwise these stories are just kind of getting repetitive. Something happens. She solves a crime.
I do remember what this finale is, and I do remember liking it.
Well, we'll have to see, but I didn't dislike the episode. It's just getting very formulaic.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we had a subplot with Joe's mum visiting and his dead dad visiting and talking to Allison.
Yeah.
First, we thought she wanted to come and live with us and help out. Then it turns out, I don't think it's completely been mentioned before, but dead people like Joe's dad can kind of see future possibilities from where they are. And that's why he was trying to get us to encourage the mum to go back where she lives, because once she goes home, she's going to meet a man who will make her very happy.
You know what I like about this show is, even though it's dealing with people who are dead but they're still alive and all that stuff, they don't use the word heaven. They don't really specify what kind of afterlife exists. They keep it very vague, which means that you could kind of watch this show and enjoy it from either perspective you prefer.
Yeah, they never actually say heaven.
I like that, because that way
They came close to it in the episode with Bridget's friend who...
No, but that's just it. Who said that, though?
No, that's what I was saying, is they don't say heaven, but the way she describes
Who said it? Who? Allison?
Yeah, she
But that's my point. It's the character's perspective, but none of the ghosts or anything like that explain where they are. It's best if they keep it vague, because that way both the characters and the viewers can kind of put their own spin on it.
Yeah.
If you can watch this, and I like that. You could watch this, and you could either like to think it's heaven the way you like it to be, or you could watch this and think it's just something completely separate, it's supernatural, but it's got its own different explanation.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because the only explanations we get are from people like Allison, who aren't even dead anyway, so
Exactly.
how would she know?
That's what I like. I like that the dead people don't really tell us what it's like wherever they are. We just know there's some sort of life after death, and it's very vague, and things don't always...
Yeah, like when the dad was explaining stuff and Allison asked, so you can see that from where you are? And he basically says yes, but not complete. He doesn't give any exact answers.
Exactly.
He just implies he can see future possibilities.
Especially since it works differently. Like, not everyone has a ghost. Some people just, it seems, some people just die, that's it. Some people have a ghost,
Or like I said with Bridget's friend, Allison had to explain to the little boy when the place that you're going to, you'll be able to watch over your mum and see her whenever you want and all that.
To be fair, we don't know if Allison actually knows that or she's just using it to explain to a kid.
Yeah, true.
I
She
mean-
could just be saying that to get him to accept his death and cross over.
Exactly. And that's what I like. I like when supernatural shows kind of keep everything vague rather than going with the generic heaven, hell, and all that stuff. But, oh well.
That's why I prefer Medium to Ghost Whisperer. I used to watch Ghost Whisperer as well a bit, but Ghost Whisperer is a bit closer to the whole heaven and hell thing. Like, I don't think they call it that, but there was this season finale where there was this guy who was trying to pull people down to hell instead of sending them to the good place.
Yeah, which, as fun as that can be, like I said, I mean, I don't mind it, but that's one of the issues I don't enjoy as much with shows like Constantine, where there's a lot more
In Constantine, he does send the stuff to hell, doesn't he?
Exactly. Unless you run with it and make it the theme of your show, like Lucifer. But otherwise, yeah, I prefer when they keep it vague. And it's its own separate thing, and you don't have to try and tie it down to any particular religion or belief or whatever.
Yeah.
But even if you're not tying it down, there's no reason you couldn't watch this and claim it's the belief you like it to be, or you don't have to.
Yeah. That's why I like this better than Ghost Whisperer, which one day we could watch a bit of Ghost Whisperer and compare it. But for now, I find Ghost Whisperer, it's similar, but basically the girl, she ends up having to convince people and help people accept they're ready to cross over, and then they literally see a bright light and they go into the light.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a lot closer to the heaven
But
and
yeah,
hell
like I
thing.
said, I enjoyed this episode. It's just getting formulaic. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Yeah, I'll do the same. 7.5.
What's
It's alright.
the second last episode called?
Penny for your thoughts.
Oh, that's a catchphrase I'm sick of hearing.
Yeah.
But, well, that could mean absolutely anything. But I'm interested to see where it'll go. I don't expect the next episode to be anything crazy, but I'll see what happens in the finale.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely like this season's finale. And we'll
Yeah.
see what that's like.
And we'll see what the next episode is like next time. See you next time, guys.
See you next time.